Johnny Fisher has resurrected himself with a bold, I mean very bold statement that he will defeat Oleksander Usyk. Let me counterpunch. That's high hopes. And I know what belief is a very powerful thing. I know that. But in what way can this guy, Johnny Fisher, that just got stopped or knocked out, really, that was a knockout by Dave Allen, how is he going to beat someone like Usyk? Now, I know you guys that pay attention to my sermons of boxing and my counter punches of boxing, and you guys will say, well, Kurt, that is a different fighter. That's not Dave Allen, so you shouldn't say that. No. And touche, good counter punch, right? By the way, what people don't understand what counter punch means your reply or touche, or a sharp reply or a intellectual reply, a statement, counter punch, right? Okay. And he has a different style, Johnny Fisher. Johnny Fisher is a boxer, and he can box. He can move. And it is a interesting scenario because Johnny Fisher is a good boxer. The only thing that will hurt him in a Usyk fight is his heart. Well, I can't even say his heart. It's his durability. It's his chin. He can't take a punch. And fighting someone like Usyk, you're a good boxer. And he is a good boxer. He's a good boxer. He can move. He has good lateral movement. He has a good ring IQ. He's a little bit wet under the ears, but that's okay. He's still up and coming still. He just got, defeated by Dave Allen. He's 1-1 with Dave Allen, and we all seen the Dave Allen attempt to take on Arslan Bekmambetov, which was a decent attempt, but, nonetheless, he's still a good boxer with his style, and what matters is how his style matches up with Usyk's style. And I have to tell you guys, Usyk beats him on a bad night. And Johnny Fisher, if he was trying to box Usyk, what Usyk would beat him at, and even if Usyk had a bad night, which, when the last time you seen Usyk on a bad night, he would still have to be 100%, and at his 100% A game, he still couldn't beat Usyk's B-. Because what'll happen if he starts to land shots on Usyk, being a taller bloke, using combinations, Usyk will then switch gears and then start pressing the action. And once he finds out that Johnny can't take the punch and won't take the punch, when he hits him with an Ivan shot, he's going out. That's going to be a knockout. But it'll be interesting to see as long as it lasts, So I'm not dissing Fisher because I know Fisher, I think he still has a career. I think it's just up to who his promoter, Eddie, puts him in there with. You know what I mean? We found out where he's at, and we found out where he's not. But I think that's what it is. But to take on Usyk, I think it's too many people calling out too many fighters that they don't have any business being in there with. But the funny thing about that is, certain fighters can call out certain fighters, certain champions, and it's mysterious on how these fights get done and how they get made. So don't look at it as a fight that can't happen, because these fights that are very easy are very accessible, they get done quick, especially based on the opposition. Now, ain't that a bitch? But you guys tell me what you think of Johnny Fisher calling out Usyk, vowing that he will be the first to stop Usyk. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys